Hi, I'm Michael Whitehouse, the guy who knows a guy. Welcome to day 5 of my Hanukkah present to you, the 8 simple solutions to achieve greater results, powerful results for online entrepreneurs. Quickly, in case you're joining me in the middle or you've forgotten, you may be wondering, like, Michael, why are you taking these videos in random places? The first video, which I encourage you to go back to if you didn't see it, is about the easy way to get online. And so the reason I'm doing this, not in a produced fancy way, in my office with the green screen, and instead on a playground where I can just put my phone down, is to show you if I can do this, you can too. If you have a phone, you can produce content of the same quality. This takes practice. I didn't talk like this 10 years ago, but go back to the first video. Anyway, on to what we're talking about here, because I'm trying to keep these all quite short. I'm going to be doing a workshop, a 1-hour workshop in January. This is basically that, broken up into pieces, done outdoors. So I talked about email. I talked about your resource list, and you're like, that's cool, Michael. Now I know how to write my emails. Now I know, how to do my resource letter so people are going to stay. But how do I get people on it in the first place? So I'm going to go through 2 quick things very quickly. And if you need to learn more, that's what we have the course for the deeper dive. So you may find that valuable. But 2 things: summits, freebie swaps. All right. The second one does require you to have some list. The first one does not require you to have any list at all. A summit is a multi-speaker event where you're going to bring speakers in. They're all going to promote together. You're going to have a live event, or recorded. I don't recommend recorded, but you're going to have an event. All the speakers are going to speak, provide content, and giveaways are similar because you're giving away some kind of freebie instead of having them speak. But I don't have time to go into the difference between summits and giveaways. But for this purpose, summits and giveaways are strategically similar, and you can either join the course or Google it, and you can get more resources on that. But I'm going to talk about summits. I love running summits because I'm a networking guy. I'm a bring people together guy. The way I run summits, if you've never been to one of my summits, is that it's a 15-minute cycle. So 15 minutes of talk, 15 minutes of engagement, 15 minutes talk, 15 minutes of engagement. So each speaker has 15 to 20 minutes to give their talk. They can't pitch. They can make a free offer. They're not there to sell their stuff. They're there to teach probably one thing. They got 15 minutes. How much can you take in 15 minutes? They're there to teach one thing. And it's a live Zoom call. So the people in the room are really getting to meet each other. So there really is some value. It's not just about the teaching, although that helps, but we do breakouts. We do various things to create engagement. Hopefully you know how to engage on Zoom. If not, that would probably be a whole different course. But so we do different things to create engagement, all about live engagement. The power is the speakers say, this is super cool. I want to support it. So you're going to get the speakers signed up. You're going to get them swipe copy. Swipe copy is copy that they can use and send to their audience, or hopefully modify to their own words and send to their audience. And each speaker is going to promote to their audience, and it feels organic because they're not saying, go to this guy's thing. They're saying, come to my thing. I'm going to be speaking at a summit. I want you to come see me and all these other people at the summit. Their audience wants to see them, get to know them better. So they're probably going to come. So you find some speakers, you bring them in, you get them a swipe copy, you promote, and there you go. Now you may be thinking, okay, that sounds great, but how do I find the speakers? How am I going to get them in? How do I keep track of them? Where am I going to promote? How do I build a landing page? All that stuff. And I'm going to recommend to you EventRaptor, which has changed my business. Now I did summits and why I do so many now, because EventRaptor is all the back end work and it's ridiculous cheap. I want to say $50 a month. Their prices may have changed since I last looked, but there's a link down below. It's an affiliate link for me, referring you to them. And if you want to do this, I highly encourage you to get EventRaptor. When I do a summit, I don't do a lot of JV management. I'm not really riding my speakers being like, you must promote, you must promote. I'll remind them. I'll let them know what's going on. I'll do leaderboards and whatnot to encourage them, but I don't really push them. And on average, I get 100 to 300 email opt-ins every time I run one. So, you do this, you do one summit a month. It takes probably 7 hours, and you can build your list to 1, 2, maybe 3,000 in a year, which is pretty powerful. So EventRaptor will help you with the tech stuff. I do have it done for you summit program. So if you're like, I love it, but I don't want to do it myself, could you do it for me? Yes, and I'll even come in and co-host it with you and make you look awesome. So if you're interested in that, contact me. There's a link down below on how to do that. And if you want to learn more about this particular strategy as well as freebie swap, which I'm going to explain in about 30 seconds. A freebie swap is you partner with someone and you say, hey, email your list to get my freebie, and I'll email my list to get your freebie. It's literally that simple. And then people will cross-promote off lists. Both lists grow from each other. I just explained a freebie swap in, what was that, 20 seconds? You want to go into an hour of this and then an hour of all the other things we're talking about this week. That is why we're doing a course. The 8 simple solutions for powerful results for your online business. Yes, I know, I say the name slightly differently each time, but you get the idea. If you're interested, go to guywhoknowsaguy.com/simple. It's $9.97. It's 8 weeks plus 2 bonus weeks before we get started in mid-January. So, I mean, as we're starting before we're starting, right? It gives you access ongoing, so I'm going to be cycling the lessons. So if you're like, hey, I want to keep coming to lessons, you totally can for as long as we keep running this. You get lifetime access to the Entrepreneur Mentor community, which has over 50 mentors, has a weekly Ask Me Anything call. So any questions you have that don't get answered on the course, you can come into the Ask Me Anything and ask me there. Plus, of course, all the resources there. So guywhoknowsaguy.com/simple. If you're not interested in that, it costs too much, you already understand it, whatever. Or you heard me and you're like, I got it. I'm getting Event Raptor. I'm out of here. I'm going to run a bunch of summits. I know everything I need. Drop something in the tip jar. guywhoknowsaguy.com/gratuity. Any amount you want, I would be grateful for. You don't want to give any? This is a gift. I don't expect a gift in return. You want to give a gift in return? Drop in the tip jar. guywhoknowsaguy.com/gratuity. Either way, I hope you learned from this. If you launch a summit, let me know. I'd love to be a speaker at it. And thank you for watching. I will see you tomorrow.